Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, October the 29th, 2021, and we are going to be covering this particular article from Christian Post. I'm sorry, not Christian Post this time. It's actually Christian Headlines. And it reads, Elementary school takes field trip to gay bar. We, quote, learned a lot about our community, end quote. Now, stumbled across this and I just wanted to see what this was about, right? And I'm like, okay, let me just read this article. It had a pretty interesting title, and I didn't really think anything of it until I found out that the school that participated in this is actually from my hometown in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Excuse me. So, yeah, this is a school, and actually, I lived maybe, I wouldn't even say, maybe a couple of miles away from this particular area when I used to live in Fort Lauderdale, where I was born and raised. And I was like, well, now this makes this article more interesting, and I thought I'll just go ahead and share it with you guys this morning. So let's go ahead and get into the article. It says a Florida elementary school took a field trip this week to a popular gay bar and restaurant while being chaperoned by a school board member. Now, here's the thing. I don't understand why a bar is being considered a field trip for elementary school children. Okay. We're talking about a place that serves alcohol, a place where people are known for hooking up. I mean, let's just be real. People hook up at bars, right? So why are you taking elementary school children to this bar as a field trip? Have no idea. And I wouldn't be surprised. And the way things are going nowadays, man, I wouldn't be surprised if I ended up seeing an article or a video of some school taking some kids to a strip club as a field trip. Like, seriously, some stuff I'm just numb to. But let's continue to read. Wilton Manors Elementary in Wilton Manors, Florida, took a field trip to Rosie's Bar and Grill, which is listed on Yelp as one of the top 10 gay bars in the city and is known for its food and its suggestively named menu items. Now, like I said, I used to live close to Wilton Manors. And I can't remember what year it was, but it was voted as one of the, or probably the gayest city in the United States, or gay friendly cities. And I've been through Wilton Manors, never hung out there. And I think this place really started to become pretty popular in the gay community. I think I want to say maybe in the mid 90s. So it started to kind of become, a very gay friendly city. Now, I've done work in Wilton Manors, as a tradesman, because we have to service people's homes. And when I say it's a gay place, it's very gay. Okay. And what I mean by gay is that it's majority of the people that you run into are gay. Any house that you go and service is, a gay person that's there. So it's kind of like a gay haven. They got the rainbow flags all over the place. It was like that even in the mid 90s. Rainbow flags all over the place, stuff like that. But of course, I've never heard of this place. I've never been there. Sarah Leonardi, a member of the Broward County School Board, posted about the trip on social media. The bar and grill is located less than 1 mile from the school. Quote, I was so honored to be invited to chaperone at Wilton Manors ES field trip to the incredible Rosie's. The students and I had a fun walk over and learned about our community, end quote, Leonardi wrote. Quote, a huge thank you to at Rosie's BNG for hosting this special field trip every year, end quote. So as you guys can see, here is the tweet here. Let's pull up some of these pictures if we can. Okay, I'll just do that. All right, so let's see if we can pull up some of these pictures. Rosie's Bar and Grill. Wow, look at the indoctrination. They got all of these kids with the rainbow flag shirts on. Oh, man. Wow. Wow. Look at, man. And to be honest, I didn't see these pictures. I didn't really go in depth with this article before I did it, before I started reading it. Okay. Man, let me just continue to read this. Wow. Opened in 2006, Rosie's calls for, Rosie's itself a tropical oasis that offers, quote, amazing food, refreshing drinks, and sassy fun. Menu items include, quote, naked, sweaty lovin', Ivana Hooker, and Philly Dee. Oh man, come on. And this is a place where they're taking children. No wonder I haven't heard about this place, because it opened in 2006 and I actually moved to Georgia in 2006. So it wouldn't have been a place that, even if I was living down there, I wouldn't have heard of it anyway. Quote, whether you come for lunch or dinner, for Sunday fun day brunch, or just a few drinks, whether you are LGBTQ plus or an ally, whether you are local or visiting, whether you come with a group or venture out solo, you will have a memorable experience with the most talented crew in South Florida, end quote, the Bar and Grill website says. The establishment is popular on Yelp. Quote, great environment, good music, best gay restaurant I've been to so far, end quote, one reviewer wrote. Quote, Rosie's is a fantastic gay bar with excellent food, end quote, another reviewer wrote. Still, many are questioning whether the establishment was an appropriate site for a school field trip. Leonardi's Facebook post was filled with comments criticizing the idea. Quote, I guess elementary school has changed. I was a fourth grade teacher for years, and I promise you, we went to museums, state legislature parks, end quote, one person wrote. Quote, so very thankful I sent my 6 kids to private school, end quote, another person wrote. And that is the end of this particular article. And I'm actually this article actually kind of surprised me. Now, if this would have been a high school field trip, or maybe even a middle school, I would have said, they're kind of moving in that direction with the public school system. But for it to be elementary school, and to see the pictures of these students actually sitting in a gay bar, a bar, period. Now, let's think about this for a second. Would they take them to a straight bar? You see what I'm saying? So why is it okay to take elementary school children to a bar, period? But why is it okay for them to go to a gay bar and it be okay, But let's just say if someone wanted to take them to a straight bar, would that be okay? Trust me, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be. And what I mean by a straight bar, a bar that's not known for being LGBTQ friendly. Not saying that it's hateful, but let's just say it was just some regular bar where people just hooked up all the time and served drinks and stuff like that. Would it be appropriate to take kids on a field trip to Hooters? Would they do that? Do you think that there would be any backlash if a school field trip took some kids to Hooters, the restaurant Hooters? You see what I'm saying? So there is a double standard. And I feel like that this is a part of indoctrination. I really do. I feel that this is a part of an indoctrination agenda. And I'm not saying this because I got a disdain for the LGBTQ community or I hate the LGBTQ community. No, it's like, what are you really trying to do when you bring small children like this to a field trip to a place like this? You know, and that's just what I want to know. Every time I read articles like this or I see things in the news about what's going on in public schools, I'm so glad that the Lord has allowed my family, my wife and I, to homeschool our children. I really am. Because you got a lot of stuff like this going on in a lot of these modern schools. I mean, school has changed so much. I remember when I was a kid and my mom used to always say, you know, school changed so much. You know, there's a lot of things that changed in school, but it wasn't as extreme as this. This is very concerning. And then we wonder why we have books that are in school libraries, like the one you guys remember when I did that video concerning those books that were in the school library in Loudoun County, Virginia, where you had a lot of parents that was sitting in front of the school board and saying, why are these books with sexually explicit content in my child's school library? And it wasn't just one school, it was multiple schools that had these particular books in their libraries. And people actually Googled it, and come to find out, it's not only in that county. I think there was some in Texas and some other states, some other schools that had these same books with sexually explicit material. And the material was so explicit that when the lady was reading it in front of the school board people stopped her. They was trying to stop her and they said, ma'am, please, we got children in the room. They said, we got children in the room, and she's reading from a book that is in her child's school library. And I'm just like, it's insanity. It's okay for the school, for the book to be inside of the school libraries, but when you actually read the content aloud in front of the school board, it's now inappropriate because there's children in the room. But it's okay for them to check those books out and read them on their own free time. So how is it appropriate when they're reading those books on their own free time, but it's not appropriate for you to read them aloud in front of the school board while they're present? Insanity. And this lady, what is her name? She is a school board member, Sarah Leonardi. A school board member is saying that, yo, this is a great thing. It's not even a teacher, it's a school board member. I mean, I just can't believe it. I really can't. I really can't. I really don't know what else to say about this, man. Oh, man. But listen, this is why we have to protect our children. We really do. I don't care what measures that you guys take to protect your children. And I know and I understand that everyone cannot homeschool. Everyone does not have the means or the blessings to be able to homeschool the way my family has done it and others that I know. But if you can consider it, if there's a way that you and your husband or you and your wife can sit down and figure out how to get it done, I'm telling you, get it done. And I know some people say, well, maybe I can put my kids in private school or a Christian school. From what I hear, they're no better. It's just that it's not as out in the open as it is right now. Whew, okay. But anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think about this article. Do you think that there's really nothing wrong with taking these kids to this bar for a field trip? Like, it wasn't like they were making these kids or subjecting them to like sexually explicit content or anything like that. They just went, hung out at this place during the daytime when you don't have a lot of people walking around drinking and all of that stuff. And they was just having a good time. Maybe I'm just taking this too far. Or do you happen to believe that this is very inappropriate? There's no reason why children, that you should be taking children to any bar. It doesn't matter if it's a gay bar or not. Children should not be taking field trips to a bar of any sort as a field trip. It's totally inappropriate. A place where adults hang out at after hours. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And as always, like this video, rate it, share it, subscribe. And you guys enjoy the rest of your morning. And you have a blessed day.